hate the sound that these tubes make when you put the applicator back in. Oh. Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be going over a new color corrector from the drugstore. I'm so sorry I've been gone for so long. It feels like forever since I've sat down and filmed. It's been a couple of weeks. Maybe you noticed, maybe you didn't, I don't know. But if you follow me over on Instagram, then you know exactly why I was gone. This semester I decided to take 3 classes instead of 2, and boy has it kept me busy. I finally feel like I have it down though, like my new schedule, so back to filming we go. I've missed you guys, I've missed filming, and I'm super excited about today's video because it includes 2 new drugstore color correctors. I've heard you loud and clear. I know that you guys want more affordable options, and these are going to be perhaps it. We'll see, right? We will see. They retail for $14.99, but I just looked on the website and they're on sale for $11.99 each. They're from Neutrogena. These are called the Color Correcting Concealer. You can find them in 3 different shades. I grabbed these 2 right here. The 3rd shade is a green shade, which is meant to color correct redness, which I don't deal with so much, but darkness, yes, I do. So I grabbed both of the shades. This one is peach, I believe, just peach. And this one is deep peach. This is what they look like right here. Of course, the deeper of the 2 is more than likely for deeper complexions. I would say tan to deep complexions. This one here is for light to medium complexions or light medium complexions. If you're in the middle, you could probably do either really, or you can maybe just mix the 2. It just depends on your personal preference. I like to stick to something that's going to really neutralize the under eye area, but without making it a completely different shade. So for me, that wouldn't be so much this one, it would be this one. These are buildable, so you can add multiple layers, which I think I might do a little bit of with this particular corrector, just depending on how neutralizing this is underneath the eye area. They also are formulated without fragrance, without oils. They have niacinamide infused into them, which I love niacinamide. That has been my new obsession in my skincare routine. I wear it every single day, morning and night. It's completely evened out my complexion and everything just looks so much more hydrated, smoother. I don't know. I really like niacinamide, so I'm happy to see that they formulated with that. Now the swatches have been on the back of my hand for a couple of minutes, and now that I'm feeling the swatches, they do have like a matte finish. It's giving me matte finish, yes. So I'll be using this shade, of course. This one, just way too deep for my complexion, and I don't want it to bleed through the concealer and then just need more concealer in order to cover it up. So I'm gonna be using this shade, the peach shade, underneath the eyes. And in order to try to give you an affordable combination, I'm gonna be using the 1 Drop Coverage Weightless Concealer from Catrice. I love these little guys so much. I use the shade 40 and I mix it into the shade 20, just like half and half, and then I just pick it up with a brush and apply it that way. But before we do, let's put this underneath the eyes. So I'm gonna start off light and then build up if I need it. We'll see whether or not we will need to build up this corrector. All right, so just blending it out. I don't have anything underneath the eyes other than my skincare, so like my eye cream for the day. All right, so it is a little light, which is neutralizing a little bit, but it's also giving us like this gray cast realness, you know what I mean? Like, let me apply a tiny bit of this, just a tiny bit. You can build it up, so this shouldn't be an issue. I just want to make sure that this is neutralized and not just gray underneath the eyes. Okay, yes, that helped a lot. All right, so there we are. Really like it. Let me apply foundation and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's continue. So like I said, I do half and half of the shade 40 and the shade 20 in this concealer. So just do 1 drop of 40 and 1 drop of 20. Mixing it together, you get that. Now I'm gonna take my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. Let's apply this concealer on top of this corrector. I love that the corrector doesn't seem, maybe over here a little tiny bit, like settling into my fine lines. but not by much. It's really staying put. All right, there it is. Now let's move on to this side. All right, so there it is. I don't think I'm gonna need to set this. Nothing is settling in anywhere that I can tell, anywhere that I can see. Yeah, everything looks even, looks pretty concealed. Let me zoom you guys in so that you can get an up close look underneath the eyes. All right, here it is. This is how we are starting our day. I'd say pretty concealed, but I do think this looks a little dry. What do you guys think? Okay, so I'm actually going to be setting this. I don't know if you guys can see even from this angle, I think, or from this distance, you probably can. It's not settling into my fine lines, but it's just not staying put. It's not, like my concealer seems to be moving around just a little bit. So I am gonna be setting this with my Pat McGrath Labs Under Eye Blurring Powder in the shade medium. Just lightly setting this in place so that hopefully I'm not dealing with the concealer moving underneath the eyes all day long. All right, much better, much better. Let me continue and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, ready to continue on with the day. So far, so good. I can still see a little bit of the darkness peeking through underneath both eye areas, but still very concealed. High in coverage for sure. Everything looks a lot smoother. So I'm glad I set it because that it was moving around. It was moving around. The concealer and the corrector together were not staying put. But once I set it, took care of that, everything looks good. We're starting off pretty strong. It is currently, what time is it? It is 11:48 and I have an hour and a half until I need to go check on laundry. So of course, you guys know I am planning on wearing this all day long and I'll be coming back halfway through the day to show you some close-ups under natural lighting, see what this corrector is doing underneath the concealer, the setting powder. Hopefully we've got ourselves a winner, so we'll see. I'll be back in a few hours. All right, I'm back for a quick midday check-in. This is the under eye area up close as of right now. It is currently 4:22. So I've had this on for almost, I wanna say almost a solid 5 hours. It does look a little tiny bit dry. Not too dry though, like not excessively dry, but just a little bit dry. Overall, I feel like it still looks similar to what it did this morning. We'll see how they continue to wear. I will probably be ending the day around like 7:30 or something like that. I'm editing as I'm filming today, so I definitely want to give myself enough time to be able to upload this, to get this to you guys as soon as possible. Anyway, I will see you back here at the end of the day for my final check-in. All right, so I'm back for a final check-in. It is currently 7:39, which means that I've had this on all day, solid 8 hours. Now, before I get into what I think about this corrector, let me zoom you guys in one last time so that you can get a good look underneath the eyes after an 8-hour day. All right, so here we are. Not a whole lot has changed, especially since my midday check-in. It still looks the same. Like I said then, it looks a little tiny bit dry, but other than that, everything stayed in place. All right, so there you have it. That's the end of the day results. I'm actually pretty happy with it. I will say that the formula does seem a little bit more on the matte side, not completely matte, but it is definitely more on the matte side. So perhaps the reason why it looks a little bit dry underneath my eye area is because I did set it and I used it with a velvet matte finish concealer. That's what this one drop coverage weightless concealer from Catrice is. It provides a velvet matte finish. So matte on matte with powder probably contributed to the way that it looks, which is just slightly dry. Next time I'll grab a different concealer. I'm thinking my Pat McGrath, since that one has a more natural finish, or my Lancome concealer. I think I'm going to try it with those. Overall, I am not disappointed in this color corrector whatsoever. It's actually really good for the price point. It's only $12 last I checked. Now it could be different depending on where you get it from, but on their website, $11.99, 2 shades, both really good. I really wish they had a third like in the middle because it's either really light or really deep. I wish they had a third like that was right in between because I feel that that would actually be a good selection for every complexion. This is a little bit lighter than what I normally wear. So I really wish they had an additional option. However, this one wore really well underneath my concealer, considering the fact that I did set it and it's a matte concealer. So yeah, overall, not disappointed, stayed in place, and it was very long lasting. I'd say, yeah, absolutely. Long lasting for sure. So that completes today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's product review and that you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. And also don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, where I absolutely love to interact with you guys. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.